What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back here with yet another video. Today I got the Texans. I know y'all thought I wasn't gonna be here. I have the Texans recap for y'all now. To be honest with you, that game was so boring that I damn near thought about not being here, but I'm here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's 24 hours late, but I'm here. First and foremost, the Texans are like one of the worst teams I've ever seen play the football, the sport. I'm not talking too much about the game because it was really boring. I actually stopped watching the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was 9-0, but I couldn't even like they scored 9 points, we scored 0, but I couldn't really watch it because it was so boring. And then Tua got out, but we're gonna get into it. Let's get into the first biggest takeaway of that game. Terron Armstead got injured. It was a pec injury. I was hoping that it was a situation where he was just going to the locker room because, you know, it was right before half. I was thinking it was like we were up like what 30, so I was thinking it was like not that big of a deal of an injury. I thought he was just going to the locker room early, but it turns out he actually was injured, and it's actually a pretty serious injury, which required him to miss a couple weeks. Probably when he comes back, we're gonna have to rush him back, but it doesn't like it's gonna be season ending, which is good. And as much as I want to get mad at Terron Armstead, when we signed Terron Armstead, it was kind of under the assumption that he was going to miss games. Anybody that kind of thought that Terron Armstead was not going to get injured all season, it was fooling themselves. Now, I think he did miss some games early in the season. This was kind of expected, but when he comes back, I'm hoping that will be all his injury bugs for the rest of the season, because if we're going to make some noise in the playoffs, if we're going to make the playoffs, we're going to need him. So, really, I'm looking at this glass half full. I'm saying, okay, go ahead and get the injury games out the way, because we knew you was going to get injured. And this is not the most ideal time for him to get injured, but it is not the least ideal, right? He's not injured week 17. So I'm hoping he gets this injury thing out the way. But one thing for sure we knew by like the law of averages and just by the way his career has went, he didn't come to the Dolphins an Iron Man, you know? And we knew he was going to get injured at some time, and it just happened to be right now. And again, it's not the best time, though. I guess the most ideal time would have been like when we played the Texans, before we played the Texans and all these, because those teams were trash anyway. And like we kind of knew, like who else? The Jets, even though the Jets beat us. Who else did we play in that stretch? The Texans, the Jets, and we had our bye week. Like these weeks, like when we've been playing all these horrible competition, I guess that would have been ideal for him to get injured. Yeah, but getting injured here is not ideal necessarily. But that was the biggest news of the game. It ended up kind of souring the win, because after he got out the game, ladies and gentlemen, our team looked absolutely trash. I don't expect it to look that trash again, because Brandon Shell hopefully is going to go to the other side of the line. But Brandon Shell, Terron Armstead's replacement, was absolutely getting dominated, and our whole line fell apart. Tua almost died. He got folded like a lawn chair one play. Thankfully, we took him out of the game. But after that, I think we maybe got the second half. We almost didn't get a first down the whole second half. I mean, things got really dark. Things got really dark, to say the least, after Terron Armstead got injured. And this was against the Texans. It's not even a good team. But things just started going south. I don't even know if they have the interception numbers. The sack numbers. We gave up 5. I'm pretty sure all the way after Terron Armstead got out. And they were hard hits. And even when they weren't getting sacks, they were getting pressure. They were hitting the quarterback, as the Dolphins stats. But I mean, our team is really talented. But I always say, like, this Malik Collins guy had 2 sacks, 1 sack. You know what I'm saying? That's a total of 5 sacks right there. And I always say, like, that's why it's so hard to win in the NFL, because it does require a bit of luck. Like, you can have the best team in the world, but it may require a bit of luck. So when I look at our team and what's going on, it's like I think with our roster healthy, I mean, nobody can beat us. Like we're going to win a Super Bowl in a universe where the injuries don't exist, because if you put every team in the NFL healthy in the playoffs, right, like in a tournament right now, I'm not betting against us versus anybody, right, health-wise. But you not only have to have this talent that we have, this large amount of talent, we also would have to have, you know, our players stay healthy. So that's like one of the things. But you just kind of hope that, I mean, injuries are going to happen. You hope they're not too big. But that was the main like concern from the game, because yeah, things got ugly afterwards. But you know, I'll pray for the best for Terron Armstead, and it's not going to be season ending, so that's also good. Byron Jones, who knows what the fuck going on with him. So, I mean, listen, I don't think he's ever going to play. But again, after Terron Armstead got injured, things turned south. But I was never like worried about us losing the game. Even when they made it a 2-possession game, I wasn't taking them serious. It was already too late in the game. Also, like, they're the worst team I've ever seen. Like, and this is no offense. I'm not shitting on the Texans, because, like, like they're not good, but it's not me shitting on them because I'm trying to stay humble this year. But like they're not good at all. Like, and I think they know they're not good. Lovie Smith is recruiting already. They're locked for the #1 draft. I mean, it was the worst team I've ever seen since I've seen the Dolphins tanking. So that should tell you something. Like, they were absolutely terrible. Once Terron Armstead got hurt, I mean, things started going really, really bad. Like, Kyle Allen is not better than Davis Mills. Well, I don't know if Davis Mills is hurt or what, but Kyle Allen's not better than him. So I mean, it's just what it is. It's just a kind of proof to me that they're trying to lose, and I think they will. For what it's worth, I think they will lose a lot of games this year because. The Browns is another team we play. Yeah, but they're in that stretch there. I think Terron Armstead would have been ideal for them to miss. But now we got games against, Khalil Mack, Lord, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, So it's like, I wish we had Terron Armstead. But the Texans game, I don't know how much to talk about. The first half was really good. Tua was having a really great game. Almost threw for 300 yards, 1 touchdown until he got taken out the game because we were winning by so much, and he was getting lit up once Terron Armstead got out. So it made sense for him to take out Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, 85 yards apiece, 6 receptions, 5 receptions. Our stats don't really look that great this game, but we basically only played one half of football. Once Terron Armstead got hurt, we played like the whole second half was just, it was bad, right? But the whole first half was good, but the whole second half, we're just punting, fumbling, punting. We're punting every single possession. You know what I'm saying? Like, fumble, punt. I don't think, look at the whole, we didn't, we barely got a first down the whole second half. That's why I stopped watching. Once Terron Armstead got hurt, it got bad. For what it's worth, I don't think it will look that ugly all the time, though. I think that was just, a thing where, Shell had moved to the other side. Because Shell wasn't playing that bad when he had to play at the beginning of the season. But it's just Shell had moved to the left side or the right, or he moved to a side that he wasn't used to playing. So I'm gonna blame it on that. And obviously, it's not gonna be elite with Terron Armstead and God probably, but it's gonna be a lot better than what it looked like that game. I'll tell you that. So I am confident. We're coming in at 3-point underdogs in Mike McDaniel's revenge game versus the 49ers. I am pretty confident we can win that game. That's gonna be very interesting. The reason why I haven't really been making that many Dolphins videos, honestly, is because I'm enjoying the season and YouTube is making and also I'm just really busy. This is the busiest I've ever been in my life, and I enjoy it. I'm enjoying life, but also just another thing is just like the Dolphins YouTube, Dolphins just media in general. Now I won't say media in general because I guess ESPN does it, but Dolphins media as far as the fan created media and everything like that, like Twitter, social content, all this stuff, and Instagram and all. But it's just Tua's good versus Tua sucks. That's everything what everything is about, and it's personally, everybody people don't really know my opinion on Tua because some people think I'm a hater, some people think I was a fan. I wasn't neither. I was just wanting the Dolphins to win. I didn't really give a fuck. But I was really, at some point I thought Tua wasn't that great. I thought he was mid, and he's really good now. He's really good. So and people are like, oh yeah, admit you're wrong, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna jinx my team at the same time. So I'm like, no, I'll admit I'm wrong when we make the playoffs or something, or we win the Super Bowl. But I'm not gonna admit I'm wrong right now. And it's I see people celebrating and having mid-season celebrations, and we only got 8 wins right now, and I feel like any Dolphin fan, I personally don't know a Dolphin fan that would be victory lapping. If you have been a Dolphin fan your whole life like me, it's no way you're victory lapping already. So I be seeing a lot of victory lapping because Tua's good, and I think that's why people that's why I kind of be feeling okay, people are just on Tua, they're not even on the team no more because. Why are we victory lapping right now? I don't understand. We're 8, but honestly, you gotta enjoy the wins, but then you gotta slow down a little bit, right? And y'all know I enjoy every win. I talk so much shit, but this year I had to slow down because we're actually pretty good, and I never wanted to knock on wood. We're actually pretty good. I don't want to jinx us, but also I don't want to be that fan that obnoxiously talks shit to clearly lower teams like a Patriots fan did when they were good. If we are good, in fact. I don't want to be that guy to be hey, fuck the Texans. Yeah, y'all suck. Davis Mills sucks. Tua's bad. Because why? You know what I'm saying? They're just rebuilding, bro. Or the Lions, you know what I'm saying? So it's I wouldn't want to be that type of fan if we are good. So now that I see we're actually are good, I've done that every other season because I knew we weren't that good. And then also it's just fun. It's a level of satire and funniness behind it. But when we actually might be good, we have a lot of talent, right? We're front runners in a lot of these games. When you're front runners like this, I don't think it's as it's not as funny. You're just a dickhead, okay? So I don't want to be that guy. But primarily, I just don't want to jinx it. If we win a Super Bowl, I'm talking shit to everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. But yeah, it's just become the Tua show, and honestly, it would just when I consume Dolphins media these days, it's just a bunch of arguing about Tua. And it's like, bro, this is like the greatest season we've ever had. It's like everybody, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just watching the wrong people. Well, I don't watch anybody anymore, and I don't even be on Twitter. Well, I try to get off Twitter. Well, I don't pay attention to the Dolphins stuff on Twitter no more because it's just arguing. It's like, brother, this is the best season we ever had. So it's like, this is why I'm not falling back off YouTube, but it's like, it's not as urgent for me to get on YouTube all the time because it's just like, bro, it just be people complaining about shit. It's like, we don't have nothing to complain about right now. Like, we're now with Terron Armstead injury, but like, bro, I thought like winning would unify us, but it's just like, it's still kind of just, y'all find, like, people will find drama out of anything. It's just annoying at a point. All right. But anyway, either way, like, I gotta be better, and I gotta like be better with a schedule, more consistent with my YouTube. But anyway, get in the comments. I'm out.